Where better to spend Halloween than in one of Europe's most haunted cities? Welcome to our special Halloween episode where we explore the ghost stories, legends, and lore of haunted Stockholm, Sweden's enchanting capital. The Swedish capital was built on 14 different islands, and it seems that every cobblestone street and alleyway has its own ghost story. There are over 100 islands in the Stockholm archipelago, but the city itself is built on 14. One of these is Stockholm, which is home to the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences, the Royal Swedish Academy of Arts, and many museums. In the Middle Ages, it was also the resting place for sailors who died while visiting the city. He is considered to be the founder of Stockholm, and many of the city's most important landmarks were built during his lifetime. However, he wasn't very well liked, and he had many enemies who wanted him dead. Djurgården is one of Stockholm's largest islands, and it is home to many of the city's top attractions, including the Vasa Museum and the Skansen Open Air Museum. It is also said to be home to a number of ghosts. One of the palace's most famous residents is Queen Lovisa Ulrika, who died in controversial circumstances in 1789. She is said to haunt the palace's art gallery, where her ghost has been seen standing next to paintings of her family. Other ghosts include King Gustav III, who was assassinated in 1792, and King Oscar I, who died in 1859. And with that, we bid you farewell. It is said that the palace is so haunted that the royal family has to keep a ghost hunter on staff to deal with the activity. It is also said to be home to a ghost ship. The Grand Hotel is one of Stockholm's most luxurious hotels, and it is a popular destination for celebrities and politicians. It is also said to be home to a number of ghosts. It was destroyed by a fire, but its ruins still stand beneath the current royal palace. Legend has it that the fortress is haunted by the ghost of King Gustavus Adolphus, who died in battle in 1632. His ghost is said to appear in the ruins of the castle, and some say he can be heard pacing back and forth as if he is guarding his kingdom. Others say that the ghost of the fortress's architect, Nicolo di Nicolai, can be seen walking around the grounds checking on his work. One of the hotel's most famous residents is Greta Garbo. It's a legendary actress who died in 1990. She is said to haunt the hotel's 9th floor, where her room is kept exactly as she left it. Other ghosts include King Haakon VII of Norway, who stayed at the hotel in 1929, and Russian composer Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, who died in 1893. One of the island's most popular legends says that the ghost of a ship can be seen sailing through the waters off the coast. The old town is home to a number of historic buildings and narrow cobblestone streets. It is also said to be home to a number of ghosts. One of the old town's most famous residents is Stina Blackstave, who was a witch accused of causing the death of King Gustavus Adolphus in 1632. She was executed for her crimes. But her ghost is said to haunt the old town's many alleyways. Other ghosts include soldiers who died in the many battles that took place in the old town during the 17th and 18th centuries, and nobles who lived in the old town's many mansions during the same time period. The ship is said to be the replica of a real vessel that sank during a storm many years ago. Many people have reported seeing the phantom ship, and some have even captured photos of it. However, nobody knows for sure what the ghost ship is, or why it appears every so often. Some say it is the ghost of the crew warning people of the dangerous waters, while others say it is simply a trick of the light. Eventually, his rival, King Valdemar II, took the throne and had Birger Jarl executed. His head was cut off and hung from the top of the city's main tower. Legend has it that his ghost still haunts the tower, and visitors have reported hearing his screams in the middle of the night. As a result, there are many ghosts said to be lingering around the area. Popular legend says that the spirits of the lost sailors can often be seen walking along the water's edge or sitting on benches watching the boats go by. They are said to be peaceful spirits who do not bother humans, but who can sometimes be seen playing tricks on other ghosts. It is also said to be home to a ghost. One of the island's most famous residents is Henrik, the ghostly horseman who can be seen riding around the streets late at night, and it is said to be haunted by the ghost of one of its former pastors. Pastor Johann Zust was a popular preacher during the 17th century, but he made powerful enemies when he criticized the king's mistress. He was eventually forced to flee the city, and he died in poverty. Some say his ghost still haunts the church, and visitors have reported hearing his footsteps in the tower, or seeing his apparition in the graveyard. Nobody knows why Henrik rides his horse around the island, or why he never seems to stop moving. Some say he is guarding something important, while others say he is trapped forever because he died in an accident on his horse. Whatever the reason, people have seen him so many times that most Stockholmers believe he is real. His ghost sightings are so common that there is even a statue dedicated to him on the island, and today we are going to share some of them with you. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe for more stories like these. And with that out of the way, let's start at the very beginning. Many believe that Stockholm is one of the most haunted cities in the world. Number 10. The Ghostly Horsemen of Skepsholmen Island. 9. The Ghosts of Stortergate Square. Most of the buildings lining Stockholm's main square were built during the 17th and 18th centuries when the city was at the height of its power. The square was built on top of an older marketplace, and the construction of new buildings was done by convicts who were forced to work in horrible conditions. As a result, many of the builders lost their lives, and some say they are still haunting the square. To this day, people report hearing the sounds of hammers hitting metal and chains dragging across the stone. Some have even reported seeing shadowy figures of men dragging themselves along the ground, as if they are working on a building that has yet to be constructed. Many of the ghosts are believed to be workers who died under horrible conditions and whose bodies were never recovered. Others say they are the ghosts of nobles who lived in the square, as many mansions during the 17th and 18th centuries. Number 8. The Lost Sailors of Ridarfjorden. Ridarfjorden, or the Sailor's Garden, is located between two islands and was once the site of a large shipyard. Number 7. The Ghost of Birger Jarl. Birger Jarl was a powerful nobleman who played a key role in the formation of the modern Swedish state. 6. The Spectre of St. George's Church. St. George's Church is one of Stockholm's oldest churches. Number 5. The Phantom Shipwreck on Djurgården Island. Number 4. The Ghost of Drottningholm Palace. Drottningholm Palace is one of Sweden's most important royal palaces, and it is the permanent residence of the Swedish royal family. 3. The Haunted Rooms of the Grand Hotel. 2. The Ghosts of Gamla Stan. Gamla Stan is Stockholm's old town, and it is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the city. 1. The Phantom Fortress of Tre Kronor. Tre Kronor was the royal castle of the Kingdom of Sweden from 1250 until 1697. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to check out more content for more stories about haunted places.